Hi everyone! This video is a bit special. How so? Well, at the beginning of the year I was approached by Logan.Dolls on Instagram thanks to Moonlight Jewel suggesting me. Thank you for that! He asked if I wanted to get one of his hats for a YouTube video, and since I was already admiring his Claudia sculpt for a few days back then, I said yes, obviously. We then decided to make this a collaboration, so please check out the video of Moonlight Jewel, who customized a tan Claudia, and Dollings, who did a video on Logan's other sculpt, Valentine. Thanks to the whole situation in the world, it took a while to arrive, but after almost 2 months of being lost in transit, the package finally arrived last week. So let's unpack. Besides the hat I asked for, Logan also sent some very pretty alpaca fiber, all nice and clean, which is great for the wig video I'm working on. Then there's also the exchangeable mouthpieces, teeth, fangs, normal tongue and a split tongue. We will look at that in more detail later. The head itself is beautifully sculpted in a light skin tone that should be matching the Fairyland normal skin. I especially love the cute pointed ears. They are so adorable! I have a thing for elf ears, don't judge. The faceplate locks in the chin and is held by a magnet. Inside it spells Logan.Dolls and Claudia, and inside the head there's a key sculpted in. I love tiny details like this. The certificates of authenticity are pretty and state the sculpt name and date of casting. Logan also sent a second hat in tan skin tone. It's a miscast, so there are some flaws in it like bubbles or marbling, but I don't mind it, and I knew about it, so most of it will be hidden or disguised by face up and wig anyway. So, let's start with it. First of all, we're gonna make a wig. I put the head on the body of one of my other dolls, wrapped it in cling foil and then wrapped a piece of thin cloth around it. For a tight fit, put the elastic around the ears. Then add glue to the wig cap. I usually use a simple white glue, but this time I knew I'd have to wet the wig, so I chose a waterproof glue instead. I'm gonna use this beautiful dark mohair I got from Luna and Stella Dolls on Instagram. I will link her account in the description. While the wig cap is drying, I'm gluing the fiber into wefts with the same glue, making sure the fibers are spread evenly and very thin. It's important to not use too much fiber or the wig will be super poofy. I use a silicone sculpting tool to press the glue into the fiber because it allows an even amount of pressure and also is easy to clean once the glue is dry. Once everything is dry, I peel them off the foil and trim down the glue. Then it's time to glue them on the wig cap. I start with gluing one row around the head, then grab a sharp knife and trim a bit. I keep it tame by wetting the hair and combing with a toothbrush. And now, repeat that until the whole head is filled. I'm not going into details here because I want to concentrate on the face-up for this video, but I'm working on an in-depth video on wig making, which should be ready soon. For the parting, get a nice and thick weft, glue it down, and after drying, flip it over. I used water and heat to get it to lay in the right direction. Finally, time for the face-up. The resin is a very nice color and a bit rougher than most of my other dolls. It gives a nice tooth to work with. I always start with a bit of blushing, starting on the cheeks and ears. Especially with those big ears, it's so nice to blush them. Yes, I like elf ears, don't judge me. watch me with my first attempt of drawing lower lashes. One of, I think, 5 or 6 because I wasn't really satisfied, and since I knew the lashes would bother me a lot, I redid them over and over until I liked them. So yeah, for now I try to concentrate on the other parts. Oops, my camera fell. Also, one of many times in this making of. I don't know what was the problem here, but yeah. Adding a bit of blue in the corner of the eyes and on the eyelids makes it look more alive, so I always do that. I kept the lips pretty neutral as I want to use the sculpt as a boy, so I mostly used my blush skin tone with a bit of brown. The second layer is just deepening the existing colors and lines before I finally tackle eyebrows and lower lashes. Eyebrows are the only thing I actually managed to draw with a brush. I guess because I don't have to be super tidy. I don't know, but yeah, it's still always such a struggle. after several attempts that I spare you to watch, I finally drawing eyelashes. That took way too many tries. So after that, it's only sealing, and then it's time for a nice coat of glossing. And the simply nailogical fan in me wanted to go a nice coat of hollow taco. I'm ruined. For the lashes, I have these doll lashes I bought from Aaaah's collection a while ago. I cut a piece that fits the eye, get my PVA glue and get it onto the eyes. I let it dry a bit and then press the lashes onto it. Once the glue is dry, I take my scissors and trim them down to a more natural looking length. The head came with 4 mouth pieces. For the teeth, I just painted the mouth part in a dark red, and for the tongue pieces I blushed the tongues a bit, and in the end I glossed each piece. I really like the mouth pieces. They give some variety for photos and also different characters. This cutie will keep the normal teeth and tongue, and the fangs and split tongue will go to my tan version. As for the skin match, I put the head next to my newest Fairyland body, which is from 2018, and I have to say the match is pretty good. It's a bit darker and tiny bit more on the yellow side, but with a bit of blushing on the body that won't be visible at all. So, in conclusion, this was such a nice experience. The head is nice quality and falls right into my aesthetic. I can't wait to get him his own body and implement him with my other characters. Logan was always very quick to respond, and our group chat was really nice. So, if I have sparked your interest, have a look at Logan's Instagram, where you can not only see his beautiful finished dolls, but also lots of work in progress of new sculpts and his new body. I'm looking forward to seeing that finished. If you want to order from him, you can do that either through his own homepage or via Denver Doll Emporium. I will link everything down in the description. And of course, after I took photos with some eyes I had in stock, the post finally delivered the eyes Lisa made for me. Just look at them. They're so detailed and sparkly, even more so in reality. My camera really doesn't do them justice. I took one of each color to see how they look, and I'll go with my initial plan of giving him brown eyes. Thanks everyone for watching. I probably don't need to tell you to watch the other 2 videos, but if you happen to have come here first, please check them out. Until next time, bye! The certificate... Scheiße, ich hasse dieses Wort. The certificates of authenticity are pretty Why? Logan also sent a second... God damn it!
The head itself is...
I can't! No!